Have you ever watched a movie and felt like it doesn't think you're all that smart? There's a growing trend in big budget filmmaking where movies feel like they have to hold your hand the whole way through. Instead of trusting the audience to connect the dots, they underline every point. They make things too obvious, and that's not just boring, it also kills the mystery and depth that used to make movies feel special. A good example of modern hand-holding is Venom. The story is simple enough. Eddie Brock becomes bonded with an alien. But just in case you missed anything, characters are constantly explaining exactly what's going on. Eddie literally talks to himself to keep the audience up to speed. I'm hearing a voice in my head. There's something inside of me. Yes, Eddie, it's me, Venom. We get it. We saw it happen. The same thing in Jurassic World Dominion. Characters have to explain how dinosaurs now live in cities, what Biosyn is doing with genetic tech, what each new dinosaur is called, and how every plot thread connects. Instead of showing us cool stuff and letting us feel the stakes, the movie spends so much time explaining, it's like listening to a PowerPoint presentation with dinosaurs. Now, contrast that to something like The Silence of the Lambs. Dr. Lecter's intelligence is shown in his precise speech and manipulation. Tension is allowed to build visually and emotionally, letting the audience infer rather than being told directly. Or look at Blade Runner. That film barely tells you anything. You're left to pick up on visual cues, tone, and atmosphere. Are replicants human? What does it mean to be alive? Who is real? The movie doesn't tell you. It just lets you feel your way through it and respects your ability to think. So, why are movies doing this now? A big reason is global audiences. Blockbusters now make most of their monies overseas, so studios write scripts that are easy to translate and easy to understand in any language or culture. That means fewer references that are subtle and less complex dialogue. It's not snobby, it's just business. But it also means movies are a little less sophisticated. Another contributing factor are test screenings and studio notes. If viewers say they don't understand something, studios often add scenes or voiceovers to clarify it, even if it ruins the mystery or pacing. In fact, Blade Runner originally had an awkward narration where Harrison Ford's character has an inner monologue explain everything. Ridley Scott didn't want it, but the studio thought people needed the help, and now that narration is now considered unnecessary and kind of ruins the vibe. In fact, was left out of the director's cut. The problem with over-explaining is it kills conversation. Think about The Sixth Sense, and I'm about to spoil the ending for that movie, so if you haven't seen it, just skip ahead. You've been warned. The ending of The Sixth Sense is legendary because it doesn't just say, hey, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. He didn't even know he was dead. Isn't that crazy? Instead, it shows flashes from earlier scenes and lets you connect the dots. And when everything snaps into place, it's powerful because it wasn't spoon-fed to you. You put the pieces together yourself. Fun fact, when I first saw this movie in the theater way back in 1999, the whole theater gasped when the ring rolled off the table because they collectively understood the implications at the same time. But not me. No, I was leaning over and asking my mom, what is it? What just happened? And that's what studios are afraid of, that it will go over someone's head. But if they explained plot twists right after showing them, it would take away the chance to participate as a viewer. And what a terrible thing to sacrifice on the off chance that there's an idiot in the audience. Unfortunately, subtlety is a lost art. Older movies loved subtext. They'd let characters say one thing and mean another. They'd use silence, facial expressions, lighting, stuff that made you feel what was happening rather than having it spelled out. With many modern movies, every emotion is announced. I'm sad. You broke my heart. I'm doing this because I care about you. There is no reading between the lines. It's like movies don't think we'll get the message unless it's written in bold. And therein lies the difference between great movies and everything else. Great movies let us be confused sometimes. They let us think, second guess, and wonder. And that's what makes stories stick with us long after the credits roll. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.